What's good? We're playing some World Zero. We're doing the Vane Mother of Dragons challenge mode, which has some pretty cool drops, like a Darkrise, which is the secondary boss in this. You get that as a mount, which is pretty cool. The Vane mount, which is pretty cool. So we'll start this off showing you my build. I like to use a vampiric staff that has burn chance and attack up, so that way there's some status effects. I use damage reduction, untouchable Master Thief armor, and a vampiric pet. The Master Thief gives you speed, untouchable, it helps you dodge attacks. The damage reduction, it helps you just take less damage. Vampiric, it life leeches, which is good too, because in challenge mode, you don't have a passive regen. You have to get power-ups and stuff like that and boosts. So first things first, whenever Vane is doing these things, you have to recognize those patterns. You got to get used to it. It might take you a couple times. Again, look, see how I took a hit right there? That would have kept lingering on me and taking damage. So basically, you just stick to the back, stick to the right or the sides or whatever of Vane. Again, you'll recognize what these attacks are going to do. So like that barrage I just did, you'll recognize all these. You'll recognize how to dodge them. They're pretty easy. The main thing is not getting ethered or mobbed by its little minions. So these little minions, just try to kill them as quick as possible. Otherwise, you're going to deal with them throughout the entire battle, which is annoying. Watch out for that blast, especially. It's disgusting. Did you see that? Half my health was gone. Later on in this battle, you'll see a force field go around the entire arena. And when Vane pushes you back into it with that blast, the force field kills you because it's ether flames. So it's like a one-shot. So basically, you're just rinse repeating. Stick to the back. Stay away from Vane. When Vane gets close to half health, it sprouts these two mini bosses, which they can be a pain in the butt because they also shoot barrages. But when you're soloing, you can kind of keep their barrages in one area. When you're doing this battle with a bunch of people, it's like never-ending barrage, because it's so many people they're trying to hit that you guys are trying to dodge, and you guys run into each other, you crisscross, and you're always going to get hit. It sucks. So I don't like to play with a bunch of people half the time because of that reason. So anyways, your goal is just to kill these guys, and Vane's going to start a whole new level of the game. Vane will do this stupid thing where they set the whole entire ground on fire, and they'll try to that thing also burns you and lingers, and it kills you pretty quick. So there's a trick though. There's always a break on the right side of Vane towards its hind area where you won't get killed. So right here, see, look, there's the break, and if you're a Stormcaller or any class, you can get right up in there without taking damage and still do damage to Vane as you're dodging this attack. That way you're at least getting something else in. And literally, it's just rinse repeat. That's all you're doing. You're doing a rinse repeat of this. See, again, I can kind of get in there because my armor allows me to dodge some attacks, or at least take not as much damage. This part is hit or miss. So right now, as you can see, Vane is just dropping a strip of ether. Sometimes it does this weird firewall, where it spirals around, and that thing will kill you and trap you in a little narrow area because you have to get between the walls of fire. But I was lucky this time. So now it's literally just rinse repeat until Vane's dead. Here's the little flame thing again. Remember, you get into the breaks over here. Always get boosts and power-ups that are on the floor if you can. But now you want to get all the way to the outside because Darkrise is here. And his dramatic self, it's like every attack he has can one-shot you. So you really got to be careful. But the good thing is, there's a good technique. You want to trigger his first attack. And you can get right up in his face. Just trigger his first attack. He'll do this thing. And get right up in his face. See that white circle? He does a bite. So trigger that bite. And right before that bite's about to happen, just jump. And you won't take any damage. And you can spam him like this for a while. This is literally the main part of the technique to beat Darkrise alone. So if you're ever in a party and you have to solo him, just do this. See, you can kind of maneuver him around too, because he'll still try to, see that little purple circle? You can just move him around, trigger his bite again, get as many hits as you can in. Watch out for that. that blast right there is a one shot. No matter where you are in front, if you're anywhere near the front, no matter how far away you are, you'll get killed. So it just vaporizes you instantly. It's disgusting. So, anyways, stay the hell away from that one. Dodge his attacks. It's really just a rinse repeat. The only part that's different is when he gets to half health. He spawns these 4 little shadow minions, and you have to kill them before he can take any more damage. And it's really, it's difficult because, see, he does this firewall thing. This one, he did like a crisscross pattern, so I was able to get all the way on the outside where he couldn't like hurt me. But sometimes he does a spiral, and if you're on the outside, that spiral is going to hit you. So if you see him start to do like a circle, get in between the rows of that fire to dodge it. That's literally all you can do. Now, you have to watch when he drops down after you kill his shadows, though, or after he has the shadows down already, not after you kill them, but after he already drops them, because sometimes he'll try to do his big blast, that thing, and you won't see him because he's on the other side of the arena. So you have to keep an eye on him when the shadows appear, because again, he'll do it before sometimes, and he'll do it after when he drops. So you just have to be careful, otherwise you're vaporized. It's happened to me a million times. So just keep an eye on him. Don't let him hit you with that. And literally, it's just rinse repeat. Like he's already almost. Look at his power. He's dying. Stormcaller I like a lot because its first attack is literally gives you like stacked damage anyway. Like you have like 2 times damage. So you're like dropping him pretty quick. See, his health is melting away. And if you use this technique with his bite, it's literally easy claps. Easy claps. See, gone. And this is a good way to ensure that you can do this solo or be the hero whenever you solo in a party.